Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Badge Plug, and today I'm going to be giving you all my NBA 2K20 build. Yes, this is going to be the build that I take into 2K20. Since we figured out today from Mike Wang, he said a lot of people have asked about this since we removed the shot contest rating in hashtag NBA 2K20. We look at your interior or perimeter defense ratings depending on where the shot is taken. So now we know that there is no shot contest rating in block. So you don't have to put block on your player anymore, guys. And so a lot of people are making this play sharp type of build right here. In my first and second video, I made a play sharp build, but in today's video, I'm not going to be making a play sharp, guys. My build going into 2K20 is not going to be a play sharp. So a lot of people are making this also. People are making all different kinds of builds, but guys, today I'm going to be telling you exactly why I've chosen this build right here. The playmaking pie, the most playmaking on the chart, guys, is what I have chosen to go into 2K20 with. This will be, if anything, unless something major changes, guys, I'm going to be going into 2K20 playing on this pie chart right here, a pure playmaker. So obviously you want to be the fastest possible. Everyone's going to pick that on a guard build. There's no reason to pick any other pie except for that. But the reason why I've chosen the pure point forward, y'all, or the pure playmaker, I'm going to explain everything in the video, guys. Trust me, I'm going to explain everything. But you want to go driving layup all the way up, driving dunk all the way up. So one thing you notice right away is I have a 79 driving dunk versus the people who are making play sharp builds only have like a 67, 66, and they're actually, most of them are going low on height too, so they're losing that, or they're going like, you know, so, and people are making players very short this year too, so they're not even getting their full stats on that also. But anyway, we have a 79 driving dunk, 88 driving layup versus that play sharp build, but we are going to take one hit, and that hit is going to be in shooting. As you can see, we're going to have an 80 mid-range, 75 three-point, but that's also going to go up, so don't worry about that. Our ball handling, of course, is going to be maxed out. We're going to have 30 playmaking badges, y'all. So now we know that shot contest is linked to interior defense and perimeter defense, right? So 75 perimeter defense on this build. This build is much better defensively than a play sharp type of build. All right, so lateral quickness, you're going to want that all the way up. Then you're going to go defensive rebounding all the way up, and then steals all the way up. We're going to have 2 finishing badges, 15 shooting, 30 playmaking, and 5 defensive. Now, guys, in my last video, I told you guys to make sure you do this right here. If you're only gonna, you know, have post fade, like I don't want post fade. As you can see, I don't want post fade, right? I have a 77, and I'm only using post fade to get shooting badges. So if I go down 3, it doesn't affect my shooting badges. So make sure when you're making your build, y'all, that you do this. So like on post moves and stuff, I'm gonna keep that because I need my 30 badges, right? But I just figured out right there that I can go down to 81 and I'll still have 30 badges, so I'll have 9 points left over. Now you can do this with the shooting also, but I'm not gonna be doing that with the shooting and the finishing because I want my driving layup and I want my driving dunk. So this is what it comes out to right here, guys. I have 3 finishing badges, 14 shooting, 30 playmaking, and 7 defensive, and I have 1 point left over, so I'm gonna put that on my close shot. We have 54 badges on this build. Now, body shape is actually going to be important this year, even though 2K hasn't really talked about it. I'm telling you guys, if you're going to go with a fast type of build, I'm going to be a pure point forward, right? My build is all about getting straight by people, blowing by them. You're gonna want to make a slight build. This is also a big factor that plays into me picking this build, guys. Because of bigs not having that jump shot cutoff on their jump shot creator, we're gonna need taller builds this year instead of the builds we thought we were gonna need in the very beginning of the demo. So that's why I've went with a 6'5" player. If you go up to 6'6", you lose a lot of ball handling right there. You lose a lot of things that you really don't want to lose. So I have a 75-3 also at 6'5". We have a 79 defensive rebounding. The blocking goes up, the interior defense goes up, the driving layup only goes down 2, and the driving dunk goes up 1. We have a 80 driving dunk, y'all. 80 driving dunk versus the play sharp build that most people are making is around 65 to 70. So check this out. We're going to go to our weight right here, and this is also important. On our weight, we're going to go to 178 pounds because you don't get anything for going any lower, and you don't want to go any higher because you'll lose that vertical. So 178 pounds is the perfect weight because you get that 76 vertical. And then for the wingspan, we are going to go lowest wingspan possible. Now I know that kind of, you know, contracts what I just said, where we're gonna need taller players for better defense, but 6'5" with really good, you know, defense. He's got 75 perimeter defense, y'all. 75 at 6'5", and when we get to the badges, you're gonna understand why this build is really just so important. Now when we get to this takeover screen right here, a lot of people are choosing playmaking, and that's exactly what I'm going with, is playmaking this year. I might switch it up and go with shot creator, or you never know, you might even go with slashing, but I'm gonna go with playmaking right here. But the most likely thing that I would go to is shot creating takeover. That way I could also be a shot creator, because we're gonna have difficult shots gold too. So anyway, our similarities, as you can see, is Russell Westbrook, Gilbert Arenas, and John Wall. We are a slashing playmaker, y'all, but this build is going to be insane. Now, so I have a different kind of play sharp build from the beginning of the year. You guys seen my first play sharp build. I have it a little bit different with different badges and different shooting and stuff, just in case the shooting is actually really hard when 2K20 comes out, but it shouldn't be that hard with all these badges. So this should be the perfect build for when the game first comes out. Now, if some patches comes out and makes shooting harder, then we might have to go towards a play sharp type of build. But I'm telling you guys, this build, unless shooting is hard, is gonna be so good. I mean, just look at it. We have 54 badges. 54 badges. So anyway, we're gonna be going with Giant Slayer. For our badges, we're gonna be going with Giant Slayer, and then I'm also gonna be going with fancy footwork, because I like doing Euros and I like doing that type of stuff. So we have an 80 driving dunk. All right, 80 driving dunk. So we're gonna be getting some dunking type of animations, plus those fancy footworks. We're gonna be doing hop step dunks and stuff like Giannis, and especially in takeover with that speed, this build is gonna be super deadly. I'm telling y'all. Unless shooting is extremely hard, best build in 2K20 for when it comes out. Now, if we do get pies and stuff when the game comes out, that could obviously change, guys, but this is definitely my favorite build for 2K20 on release date. As you can see, there's nothing that you can really take off the build. There's nothing you can take off. There's nothing you can say is bad about the build. It has great defense. It has great shooting. It's 6'5". There's nothing wrong with the build. So we're gonna be going with Deadeye Gold, Quick Draw Gold, Difficult Shots Gold, Range Extender Gold. This is something you might want to put on Silver to put on some other badges, but I'm going with Range Extender Gold. Then I'm also going to be going with Tireless Shooter on Silver, and that's going to finish our badges right there, guys. So we're going to be all types of playing. We're going to be slashing. We're going to have Deadeye, Difficult Shots. We're going to be breaking ankles and shooting from limitless range, Quick Draw, Tireless Shooter when you're tired, but we're also a pure playmaker, so we have the most stamina in the game out of any type of build. So you don't have to really worry about stamina as much as other people are going to be worrying, guys. And I'm telling you, you already know the stamina is not that good in 2K20, and this buff is not going to make it that much better. So anyway, we're going with Hall of Fame Dimer, Hall of Fame Quick Step, Hall of Fame Space Creator, Hall of Fame Handles for Days, Hall of Fame Unpluggable, Tight Handles, Stop and Go. And so then we have two more badges to go with on this playmaking, and I chose Silver Dimer. Now the reason I chose Silver Dimer is because, you know, it's gonna need, I see a lot of people not going with Dimer, right? And I understand if your teammate can't shoot, they can't shoot, but Dimer is going to help out a little bit. So the only thing I might do when the game releases probably is maybe take off Space Creator and put on more Dimer, but that's the only thing I see changing. These badges right here, check it out, y'all. With 78 3-pointing, then when you get hot, obviously your 3-point goes up. We've got boost, we've got hot spots. You don't really need a play sharp type of build, most likely when the game comes out. But if the shooting is really hard, you know, we will change up. So for defensive badges, we get 7 defensive badges. I'm going with Intimidator Silver, Clamp Silver, Pick Dodger Silver, and then we have one more badge, and I'm going to be going with Pickpocket on this one. So there is another thing y'all can do. That's also another thing that makes this build very good. Most people are getting around 7 to 10 defensive badges, and you don't need 10 defensive badges, but instead of Pickpocket, you can go with Gold Intimidator. I'm going to be going with the Bronze Pickpocket though, because I do think that stealing is going to be good in 2K as long as you're good at stealing. Mike Wang also said today on Twitter that Clamps helps you get protected against blow-bys. So Clamps is going to be a very important badge for those of you that don't know, because it doesn't really have it in the description. I mean, it says in front of the ball handler, but yes, Clamps is going to be for blow-bys. So make sure you have on Clamps. Intimidator is defensive stopper. And Pick Dodger, if you haven't seen the picks in the demo yet, guys, they're going to be very overpowered. So make sure you have on Pick Dodger. Now, like I said, the only thing that I would change is take off pickpocket and add to intimidator or pick dodger. But other than that, guys, that's it for the build. And my favorite jump shot for the demo, guys, I'm not happy with how much I've played. I mean, you see, I found this insane, amazing build. No one's really going with a build like this. I'm very proud that I'm gonna have a build that not a lot of people are going with so far, and I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be really OP. But my favorite jump shot so far in the demo is Carmelo Anthony. It's definitely my best jump shot, is what I would call it for the demo. Now, when we get SIGs and jump shots and stuff in the jump shot creator when the game comes out, guys, I'm gonna be helping you out with obviously best jump shots and stuff when the game comes out, and best dribble moves and all that. But for now, Carmelo Anthony is my favorite. Stephen Curry's okay, but Carmelo is definitely the jump shot that I would go with, guys. Make sure you do that. A lot of people don't even know that you can choose and change your jump shot in the demo. So make sure you do change your jump shot and try out Carmelo Anthony because it's wet. Let me know what build you're going with down below in the comment section. I'm pretty sure that I have just changed your mind and gave you the best build in the entire game for a guard build. There is no guard build I see better than this one. 54 badges, amazing driving dunk, great defense, can also shoot, has great limitless range, has difficult shots like a shot creator. You can even change the takeover to shot creator and also have shot creating. There's so many different things that you can do with this build, and I'm telling you guys, you're going to enjoy it. So make sure you try it out in the demo. It's your boy Badge Plug. You have been plugged in. If you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you haven't yet, drop a like on the video. It's your boy Badge Plug. You've been plugged in, and I'm out. Peace.